If you have ever looked at someone and thought they must be ruled by the devil, you might not have been far off the mark. People are a lot more evil than we tend to think, and sometimes they are so seasoned at what they do that it takes us years to realize just how evil they really are. But it's not your fault. They are master manipulators. They take every advantage of people to get their way, get the things they want, and leave people feeling lost and broken. There are many of them out there, and you might be interacting with an evil person regularly, but you've just decided to label them a jerk. It turns out they might be much more than that. I believe there are 20 signs someone who you know is an evil person or toxic person. Check them out. 1. They enjoy watching other people be in pain. If they laugh or smile even slightly at the thought or sight of someone suffering, this could mean trouble. Generally, we think that karma can be a laughing matter, but when someone genuinely seems tickled pink about someone else's pain, they might be evil. This reaction is actually known as schadenfreude. It's defined as exquisite joy and smug satisfaction from contemplating and reveling in the misfortune of others. No one should look down on someone's pain for the gain of pleasure for themselves. 2. They need to control everything. Evil people need to have their way, and they will do everything they can to ensure that. At every turn, they are injecting their opinion and action into a situation to ensure it goes a certain way. At first glance, people who seem to be control freaks appear as warriors or people who like things just so, but if you look closer, they are people who always get what they want and will put on any face to get it. 3. They hide their true selves. They lie so much. Evil people do, and it's because they don't want you to see the real them. After all, who wants to admit they are actually evil? Not many people take pride in that kind of title. So they hide their true selves as much as possible, and that means getting caught in lies on many occasions. 4. They leave you with a weird feeling whenever you are around them. If you feel drained and tired after being around someone who is actually evil, you get that weird feeling in your stomach when you are around them, and something about them just doesn't sit right with you. You might be onto something. Don't ignore your gut instincts about people. You are usually right. 5. They manipulate everyone. Like lying, evil people manipulate people and situations to bend to their will. They'll try to turn the attention away from you toward them. They'll kick up a fuss if they aren't getting their way, and guilt people into doing things for them. It's frightening how much evil people go to great lengths to bend fate in their favor. They'll even love bomb you to make you feel great, then they'll use that feeling to manipulate you. 6. They show no remorse. Even after hurting someone, whether by accident or on purpose, they don't show any remorse. You see this in courtroom settings when murderers accept their sentencing without batting an eye, but you don't usually see it in the boardroom. It happens though, more than we'd like to admit. And you can be assured that people who don't show any emotions are not good people. 7. They are mean to other people. Why would one human being be mean or cruel to another human being? Aren't we all just trying to get through this life together? It turns out that evil people take a great deal of joy in hurting other people, and if your friend is always stabbing someone in the back, chances are they are not really your friend at all. They are extremely difficult to deal with. 8. They don't take responsibility for their actions. There's no situation in which an evil person would stand up and say, "Yes, that was my fault." They are always blaming someone else when something goes wrong, and they love to play the victim. They simply won't take responsibility for any of their wrongful actions. 9. They come with a reputation. If you've heard about this person before actually meeting them, chances are the reputation is true. For the most part, a person's reputation really does precede them, and if you get weird vibes that go along with such a reputation, you are probably correct in assuming something is not right with this person. 10. They only come around when they need something. What's worse than a friend that stabs you in the back? a friend that only calls when they need something. And that something usually means you need to go way out of your way to help them out, which you do, because they lay on a thick guilt trip and get you to do the things they want you to do, every time. 11. They laugh at the misfortune of others. While it might be funny to watch a trending video of someone falling on their face while walking down the road, in real life, it is not quite as funny. If you find someone in your life taking pleasure in the misfortune of another, it might be because they are toxic. They may tell you it's all in good fun, but the truth is that toxic people don't have the wherewithal to see things from other people's perspectives, and what might seem hilarious to them is quite disturbing to others. When you think about it, it's kind of creepy that someone would laugh at another person getting hurt. 12. You get a strange vibe from them. It doesn't matter what they are doing, you just can't seem to relax around them, and you keep thinking they are going to say or do something that is not appropriate. Evil people don't know what boundaries are, and they like to stomp all over them anyway, so it doesn't matter if they recognize any boundaries you have in your life. Sometimes, you'll feel this feeling so strong that you can't be around someone without ever really knowing why. Pay attention to what your gut is telling you. Your body can pick up bad vibes from other bodies and will try to make you see what kind of person is really in front of you. 13. They are mean to animals. It's hard to believe that people are mean to animals, but it happens every day. And if the person in your life is not actually being mean to animals, but is just ignoring them, it might be just as bad. People who have no connection to other living things are not just toxic, they are thought to be some kind of evil. What's more, people who hurt animals often go on to harm human beings, so steer clear of people who aren't kind to animals. 14. They think it's funny when they insult you. There's something sick and twisted about a person who tries to laugh at your expense and insults you while trying to be funny. The two don't go together, and it's even worse when people try to undermine you with humor. It's uncomfortable for everyone. Toxic people don't understand how humor should be used, and it's a clear sign that you should steer clear from them. It's harder than you might think to put someone out of your life who is toxic, so be sure to look for these signs before you get into a relationship with someone and save yourself a lot of trouble. 15. Evil people lie. A lot. Whether they are lying about the grocery bill or the weather, they find something to lie about on a regular basis. They can't help it. They need to complain or exaggerate life to make it interesting. It's usually done at the expense of others, and they'll lie about other people, too. It's awkward when you catch someone in a lie, but that doesn't mean you should shy away from calling someone out on their lies. It might mean that you can't work with someone or be with someone anymore if their lies are starting to impact your life, but it is a necessary step to remove the toxic person from your life. 16. Evil people manipulate everything and everyone. You'll know a toxic person when you see them trying to get everyone to do everything for them. They will find a way to get someone to do just about anything they want, and it's usually achieved by the person through making someone feel bad, putting them down, or being downright mean to them. 17. They make people feel stupid. Whether you are sharing a dream or a fear, a toxic person will find a way to tell you that it's stupid. This can be destructive for many reasons, not the least of which is that it makes you feel like they don't care about you and what happens to do. This is common in abusive relationships, but also between friends where one is toxic and takes out their thoughts and feelings on the other, seemingly weaker friend. 18. They don't know what guilt is. One of the weirdest things about an evil person is that they don't feel bad for their actions. They'll never apologize for what they've done unless it benefits them in some way. Think abusive relationships where one partner promises to never do it again and then turns around and does it all over again. It's called a vicious cycle for a reason. 19. Evil people don't get it. One of the big red flags about someone who is toxic and evil is that they can't feel empathy. Regardless of the situation, They cannot put themselves in someone else's shoes. Or, they don't want to. If you come across someone who can't see the misery they are causing, it's likely they are toxic. 20. Everything is about them. They'll manipulate or lie to get anything they want. How they affect other people simply doesn't matter. If you're in their way, watch out, because they'll have no remorse in hurting your feelings to get what they want. Manipulative and toxic people can only ruin your life if you let them. Learn how to stand up for yourself by embracing your inner beast. Find out how.